Okay, YouTube, I know it's been at least about a week since I've been out here working on the truck. We went to Tennessee and stuff, and in Tennessee, right before that, my hip was hurting. It's still hurting today, but I'll at least try. I wanted to get both manifolds off, or bolts out, but I couldn't. So what I had to do is see over there, take the inner fender well out. Now, when you're taking that inner fender well out, see where my hand is, the hole in there for the battery. You have to undo that nut so it falls out. And there's one clip right here on my model. Every model might be different. I had to pull that out, and then the inner fender well comes right out. It looks like someone put new brake lines on this one, which I'm really happy. And I don't know. Let me try to get up here. Oh. Yeah, someone put new brakes on it too. So I got this one out, and this one. This one was easy. That one was hard. I got to get the other one. But if you take this inner fender well off, look how easy you can get to everything else. So I suggest definitely taking the inner fender well out. Get to the bolts easier. It's gonna be a little more tricky for you when you go to do your left side here, the driver's side, because when I take the inner fender well, you'll see it better. But it got a steering column in the way. It's right in the way, and then the smog is right here, and that is actually hooked to the manifold. So I'm hoping when I do it, I can take all that in one piece. And I took the harmonic, didn't take the harmonic balancer off, but I took the pulley off, and I put the nuts back, as you see. I was telling you guys, put all the nuts and bolts back. And I finally did get a new Sharpie. So let me show you what I mean. Now, I know this big piece is not going to fit in this little teeny bag. But, set this down here. What I'm going to do here, I'm not taking this bolt. I'm just taking all the inner fender well bolts. Because if you take both of them out on both sides, then you might make a mistake and put, wouldn't matter if you put one on one side over there. But, let me show you what I mean here. Some bolts got bigger heads on them, and the bigger one goes here, and then there was one up here, and all the rest of them are mostly about the same. But then you're going to write on there whatever you want to call it. I'm going to write, I know this probably ain't spelled right, there. Let me get some air out of the bag, I can write better. Inner fender, and I'm going to make an R for right. So, see, I marked on there, then I can put that in. Now I know what these are. Now this one's kind of screwed up because that's how hard it was. I actually had to take the socket. And your socket is, it's not metric, it's a 9/16 that fits on there. A lot of metric in here, but that's a 9/16. 14 millimeter wouldn't fit. 15 way too loose. Because that's how I screwed it up. That was my fault. It's rounded there a little bit, so I took this 15, and you can see it fits in there real good, but you can see how loose it is. So I tapped this on there, made sure it was all the way down, and then I took what I did in here, because I couldn't get to it down there, took the inner fender well off. Now you might have the actual socket, but I don't got a deep wells half inch. So I took the 1/2 inch to 3/4, put that in there, and put it on my socket. Let me show you like so. And then I put that up here. And see where it is? It lined it up in there and took its old ratchet. It's a Chinese ratchet. Put that in there. Made sure I didn't hit no wires. And I made a homemade breaker bar. Just a big socket. And gently, I didn't pull real hard, like jerked it. I gently just put a little pressure on it and snap. Well, it didn't break, but it broke free, and then I got so far out, and then I went ahead and just took it out with my fingers. So I got one in the back to go, but I'm hoping today at least get this manifold off. I'm going to go ahead and pull these spark plug wires in a minute. But everything, I mean, you can see the truck was sitting somewhere for a while. But a little bit of surface rust here and there. See, I'll show you. I'll put stuff on this. That's just top layer of that paint. I'm gonna put. Alright, so, but you see, I'm going to get that black can they sell at Walmart that I was using on my Bronco. It's a Rust-Oleum converter. I'm going to spray that out. Spray all that, and I'll spray this. I'll just shoot it right over top of this. I'll clean it off, and, well, overspray. I don't have to go all the way up there, but I'm going to get all this. And any other parts I see right here, I might clean that, put some undercoating back on it, because that's undercoating. But yeah, it's a little messy under here, but other than that, it's in real good shape. This is going to make a great lowrider project, because when I lower my stuff, I take these off. I take all the sway bars off, because I'm not going down the road. I'm not going for a track day. I'm going to have fun. I'm going, in my lowriders I do pushing it. It's 60 mile an hour. So I'll take sway, because that's just to help with handling. I'll take sway bars off. And then when I do front, back, side, it actually do better. So, because if not, when you push this up, it's pushing up on that and it's bringing that side up. So, alright. I'll make a couple more videos and add on here, and then I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, here's I'll show you that bolt I was talking about. These right here, they held that water tank on, and then your the top of it was for your brain. I mean, right here's that nut you got to take out. Just take that nut off. It goes for the hold the battery down, and that whole thing is slide out. That, and right here on that one. And you should already have that loose, because the battery is probably already out. And see the surface rust here, I'll clean up. And I'll spray this whole inner fender with that stuff. And then I'll spray a black clear over top of, or not black, shiny black over top of it, make it look better. Because that stuff's dull. Okay, tubers, do a little more. Now, I got that one. I got them two bolts out. I think I already told you that. And then the other one. I didn't. I got the other bolt out. I pulled this off. Actually goes this way. There's a bolt up here on your dipstick and a bolt in the back right above the manifold. They're 10 millimeter. The one wire broke. I'm going to put new wires on it anyway, but I got this out of the way. Because I'm going to try it. If it's bad on the other motor, I still got it. I went ahead and I'm going to show you how I did this. I took, you might have the right socket, but I don't. Well, I put these up in here with my extension and my impact. And this old impact, it hardly works, but it does work. And I spun these out Now I didn't take the two on the outside because I still got to get that bolt. But I wanted to pull these out so I could get these heat shields out. Showing you how I did that. So when you take this fender off, or the inner fender, get up to a lot of it. Let me see if we can get that off. Now it came right off, but you can see it was trash. So I'm going to go ahead and take the spark. I'm getting ready to take the spark plugs out of this side. But I just want to show you that the part right here, that hurts. Anyway, the part right here, it's 10 millimeter there, 10 millimeter there. Then you can actually, since you got that off, well, that's on this side, you can get them bolts out by sticking a impact on it with a long extension. But I'm going to keep the dipstick tube in there because I don't want it all over my floor. And I can get right here is actual the bolt for the motor mount, so that's pretty reasonable to get to. Still got a lot of stuff to take off, not tons, but I'm having a hard time getting these bolts out. That's what I'm working on right now. So I'll go ahead and take the spark plugs out, and they were never changed. That's probably why they're old. They're probably old, but they did put a distributor cap and stuff on it. All right. Okay, got the spark plugs out and got them other things. The two back spark plugs came right out pretty good. The front one came out too, but it must have been bad. Looks like it got burnt or something, but it snapped. Don't matter, they're junk. I just want to show you this. Back here on your starter bolts, this is how you're going to get your torque converter bolts out, which I can see one right here, right now. Let me see. Yeah, you'll be able to see that. You'll see. But anyway, there's a plate you got to take off. There's a bolt here where my finger is, and if you look down below, try to get it in your view. Try to figure out where my thumb is. Right here where my thumb is, right here. Right there's the second one. They're both 10 millimeter. I went ahead and put them back in the little piece. Now put zip ties and tied them to it. So I have them. So the only thing that's holding me up now on this side is this bolt back here. Well, it's actual nut, but this is a stud. I wonder if I could put them, because I'm having a hard time getting on that. I got these bolts here. Now my luck, I'd probably break, because they look like they're metric, or they're probably metric, but they're Allen heads, and I have them. We might have to go that route and try that. See, they come through. Anything to loosen it up. Alright. I'm gonna have it off one way or another tonight to show you guys. At least this side, then I'll be done. Now this is really messed up. Well, I couldn't get the last bolt. I kept on gently trying to tap these over them. Wouldn't fit. So I got the 15 millimeter back out. That's a 15 millimeter bolt there, or nut. Fits right on there, perfectly. You can see where the other one was trying to go on, but then I gently I used my small one because it got in there a little better, and all the other ones were loose, so it didn't have a lot of tension on this side. And cracked it, but I used my big breaker bar and got that loose. So the only thing we got now is these, and this fits a little loose, but it does work. It's a 9/16. see, I took this. I know I have it in the right size, just for now, because these came right off. Let me see if they come off. There's one. There's the other one. The gasket's starting to come off with it, so that's good. It's usually some type of metal gasket in there. As you see, this one's a two-part gasket. And that came right out. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'll put these back on. I'm going to get all the exact same size, 15 millimeter. I'll go get the right ones. 15 or whatever. I'll make sure that they're all the same, because the other bolts, the other bolts for them ain't the same. So you see I got in there, let me get you off here and show you. In there is pretty well cleaned out. You can see where it had an oil leak. Here's the starter wire. That went up there. And then there's wires back here that I couldn't get to. But let me show you something anyway. Since I did it here, right here is actually one of the bolts. Right here where my springer is. For the motor mount. And then there's one there, and it should be usually, I don't know, because this one's made different. That's the pin right here, bolt there, and then there's a couple bolts on the bottom, and the other bolts are up in here. They're a little more tricky to get to, but sometimes you can get them on top. But make sure you definitely take that shield off. You get that shield off and you can get right to them bolts. But I got this side done. I think I'm going to call it a day. My hip is on fire. It feels like someone trying to take blood from me, if you ever had that done. The big gauge needles, and it feels like they just keep on poking and poking it. So, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. You got any suggestions? Please comment below.